welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Louisville Cardinals. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cardinals offense will have the football first. Isaac Brown, he put up more than 250 yards, 4 touchdowns while running his team to a win in their last game. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Foley. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
He's loose, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Wake Forest offense will now get its first chance with the football. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the...
Snags it, and there's running room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Quick release by the QB. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Lopez. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Lopez to pass. Makes the grab. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes. And
could be an alley. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's Lopez to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Demon Deacons! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Coming out with it, it's Hughes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll run Isaac Brown to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to Davis. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Hines is back in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
With the draw, it's Brown. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the air on second and short. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here's Brown. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The run inside. It's Wiggins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll go right back. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on first and goal.
Here we go, ready. Go, go, go.
Run in the red zone, it's Brown. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Louisville! The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers.
Makes a grab and room to run. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The play fake, Lopez. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Wiggins. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the inside. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
How about the ball carrier on that explosive play? Backed up inside his own 10-yard line, and he's running out in the open field, making people miss, and finally giving his offense some room to operate, really get this drive going.
The short hands, it's Foley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Quarterback making adjustments. The give, it's Brown. Knocked off his feet. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
Good timing on the quick out. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Working the middle. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the delay, it's Brown. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Throwing, Lopez. Looking for a big gain. Finds space on the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Wake Forest head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, third down, Gio Lopez. Gets away. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Louisville sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got it set up on the outside. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. He's on the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside, it's Wiggins. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Lopez. That's caught. It's Hernandez. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. On the ground, it's Wiggins. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Lopez wants to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Snagged out of the air. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Run inside. It's Wiggins. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
The Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offensive's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Here's Lopez to throw. It's complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Off the RPO, complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on... They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers?
Deep shot for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
A give to Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
First down, right back to Brown. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Here's a little room there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Skinner. Runs through a man. He might have space. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On 3rd down, here's Brown. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have one left. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The give, running right, Brown. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Wait calls the timeout, and they have no more to use. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On first down, it's Brown again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiggins. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Got a man, it's Hernandez. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation.
Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Again, it's Brown. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to